And now we are here inside Somalia, and you see dead animals all along the road, and then you see here, and this represents people's income that has disappeared. At the same time, their capacity to survive is there. And so when they get completely destituted and they lost the animals, and this year we have areas of Somalia that had only 25% of the crop production, even almost no harvest at all, and it's the second consecutive season when this happens. It represents completely a destitution and people getting completely without any assets. When they get to that stage, the only solution is to seek help in other towns in Somalia that are also suffering, and then to cross to Kenya and try to seek refuge in the camps.
There's a big pressure from a number of factors. The fact that this is a corridor for the people to move out as refugees, as potential refugees, combined by the fact that the closure of the current border with Kenya do not allow the passage, and the fact that because of the drought most of the animals arrives here and stops here, create a lot of pressure on people. And we've seen a substantial amount of animals dead, animal quite skinny, and there is a clear need to intervene and support the animal husbandry here to make sure that people do not remain without their own assets and don't become all of them displaced.
And we are entering now the worst period, that's the lean season, and until January there will be no more harvest and the stocks are very low. So the only alternative that we think that is really viable is to try to have cash for work in modalities that will be really very carefully thought.
For sure there is need to rehabilitating as much as possible water catchment, making sure that water is made available along all the migration patterns of people. And we need to have the animal treated and wherever it's necessary vaccinated to make sure that when rain comes, the animal don't die because of diseases. Grazing will be there, pasture will be there, but the big risk is not to have enough water. So the animal may die for absence of food or absence of water because the two need to be combined together.
A drought doesn't have to end up in a famine. And that these type of solutions that we want to instill in the programs from day one, because we believe that it's extremely urgent to feed people. We have seen that, we talked with the elders, that's what people need. But in doing that, we have to complement those activities with really reestablishment of assets and the productive capacity. I think that $1 invested in agriculture will save $10 of food aid a few months later when the harvest comes in. So I think that if we take from each $10 that are invested, that are put today in food aid, we take $1 to reestablish the productive capacity, we will be helping people to get out of this crisis and to be also better prepared for the next one.